Well, hello there folks, how are you doing? It's lovely to see you again, and obviously a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea. Or if you're new, a warm welcome to you also. This is What's for Tea, and this is just the part of the week where I show you what I made for the family meals for the previous week. I normally start on Monday all the way through till today, which is Saturday, and any recipes that I've done or do feature in Meals of the Week, I will always link in the description box down below. And just at the end of Meals of the Week, as usual, I've got a selection of your guys' comments from my videos from the previous week as well. Now obviously I'd love to answer every one of you individually, but I can't, so I do like just to throw a wee couple in at the end. So we started off on Monday, so let's go and see what we had. So on Monday I made a chicken hot pot. This is a very simple one. We just had that with some broccoli. Now it's just basically a chicken stew layered with potato, and I've done a video recipe on this, so I will link this down below. Not something I do very often, but it is very tasty, especially at this time of the year. And that's a clip from the video recipe there. And moving on to Tuesday, I made a cheese and bacon pasta bake. Again, this was just done in the oven. It's basically a macaroni cheese with cooked bacon mixed into it with some green beans and some garden peas. Now, I don't actually have a video recipe for this one, but I do have a video recipe for macaroni cheese, which I will link below as well. This was it just out of the oven. Now, I wasn't actually in the mood for the pasta, so I just, made myself a quick stir fry because I had stir fry veggies in the fridge that I needed to use up, and also a smoked pork sausage. So that's just smoked pork sausage, stir fry veggies, soy sauce, Chinese 5-spice, olive oil with a couple of tortilla wraps. Moving on to Wednesday, and I made a chicken jambalaya. Now this is the first time I've actually made this, and although it was okay, we wouldn't rush back to this again. It's basically it's a basic rice dish with chicken breast, rice, tomatoes, Creole seasoning. Yeah, it was okay. Moving on to Thursday, and before I went to work, I popped this into the slow cooker. So this is an Indian style beef curry. So two of us had this with white rice. Mine's had chilli flakes on the top, and whoever didn't want this just had some tomato soup and bacon and tomato rolls with some wee garlic bread things at the side just to dip in to the soup. And moving on to Friday, I made my usual steak and cheese pasta bake. Now again, I've got a recipe for this which I'll stick in the description box down below. This is a big favourite in the house, and it's absolutely delicious. One of my favourites, absolutely. And moving on to Saturday, you'll have seen this one already if you watched my video recipe yesterday. This was the Chicken Kiev that I made. And we just had some herby potatoes at the side, some cauliflower and minted peas, and this was lovely. And moving on to today, and we just had minced beef pie. Now somebody had asked, where do you get these from? And I actually get them from my local butcher. And we had some mashed potato and some baked beans for a wee change. And a couple of us wanted a baked potato, so they had a jacket potato. I went for the mashed potato. I love mashed potato and beans. So that was it. Fairly simple week. And this is just a few of your comments, like I said, from my past videos during the week. So the first comment is from Benjamin. He's written, lovely content as always. I've been away in the rig suffering and teasing myself with your food lol. Just wondered what your thoughts on Brexit and Scottish independence. Right, yeah, okay. Scottish independence and Brexit. My opinion is basically, things are fine as they are. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. Basically, I don't see the point in trying to fix something that doesn't need fixing. So that's my views. Fairly simple on the whole subject, Benjamin. So thank you very much for your comment and watching. Lovely to see you. I'm sorry if you can hear the washing machine, guys. It's on spin at the moment. But the next comment's from Clats1. They've written, oh, this is the kind of unboxing I like, and signed up also. Thanks for the discount code. Well, you're more than welcome. I was quite surprised at how many of you have actually signed up. I went out, I did go into my account and had a wee look. And I think there's about 12 or 13 of you. For every person that signs up, I get £20 off, future boxes. So I think I've got enough boxes for the next year at £20 each instead of the normal 40. So thank you very much. The next comment's from Charlotte, and she's written, please could you do these types of videos every month if you continue with a subscription? I'm also a member remember, and it's nice to see what other people think. So I like doing that with my Degusta box. You know, I always go in and see what other people think of their boxes. It wasn't something I was thinking about doing every month. I was just going to get them every 3 months maybe. So I don't know, I'll see how I got on with that. But like I said, we're not big gin drinkers, so getting one bottle every 3 months was going to suit us down to the ground. I think getting a bottle every month would be a bit much for us, but I'll certainly review the boxes that I do get. So thank you very much for watching, Charlotte, and yeah. And then the next comment's from Jo Smith, and she's exactly the same. She's written £20, I'm in. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, you're more than welcome, Jo. Like I said, I've never had this box before, and I just thought I'd pop on and, you know, get one for myself and see what it was like. And you're right, I think for £20 is an absolute steal, considering they're normally 40, because, you know, everything in the box is of a really good quality. You know, if you do like a gin now and again, I think it's a fabulous service. So thank you very much to you too. Lovely to see you again. And the next comment is from J Blade. Now, in complete contrast to the previous comments, they've written, and that's actually made me quite sad, and I'll explain why in a second. Why did you say you aren't sponsored when you have a code? You obviously are sponsored if you have a code. Don't sell out your fans disliked. Now, I did respond, to this comment and say, anybody that signs up or buys a box from, Gin Craft Club will get their own code. Everybody gets their own code, that actually goes and buys or subscribes, to a box from them. It's not just me, it's anyone. So yeah, it wasn't a sponsored video. I didn't receive that box in PR. I wasn't sent it for free to review. If I was, I'd have been super chuffed and I'd have told you. I mean, there's absolutely no need to hide the fact, if I got a box sent free. I always do say whenever I do, but it did make me feel a bit sad because I felt, it just struck me a certain kind of way. So it's a bit, it was a bit kind of miffed that they felt the need to dislike the video when they're obviously just ill-informed, but there you go. I just thought I'd reply to that one. I couldn't not. I just had to pop that one in there. So yes, well, thanks for watching anyway. My next comment is from the Family Seesaw channel, who I'm actually subscribed to, and this lady does very similar videos to me. She does shopping hauls and recipes and that kind of thing. And her comment was left in reference to the sort of old school pudding recipe that I'd done. She's written, oh, this was one of my favourite puds when I was at school 100 years ago. I doubt it's as long as that. Along with the jam tart and cornflakes in the top, definitely going to give this a try. Absolutely, it's just one of these things that takes you right back. I loved making it, yeah, it does take you right back. So thank you very much for watching and for, commenting as well. Lovely to see you again. Next comment is from Furious Tea Sipper, and they've written, looks lovely, I'm 48 and I also remember green mint custard, usually served with the ginger cake from primary school days in the early 80s. Well, I'm actually 40, so I'm not too far behind you. Yeah, like I said to the previous commenter, these kind of things really do take you right back to sitting in the school canteen, don't they? And I just love that. You can't beat the old classics, I don't think. So thanks, like I said before, for watching and deciding to comment. Lovely to see you also. And your second to last comment is from Linda, and she's written, was just thinking, Cheryl, would absolutely love if you could demonstrate a clouty dumpling or even a date loaf. Well, a clouty dumpling is one that is definitely on the list, Linda. You can't get much more traditional Scottish than a clouty dumpling. And for those who are not really sure what that is, it's basically a steamed fruit pudding. It's cooked in a cloth or a clout. That's why it's called clouty dumpling. So yeah, that's definitely one that's on the list, Linda. So thank you for the suggestion and for popping by. And our last comment from this week is from Jeannie, and she's written, Cheryl, any chances you could make another school favourite gypsy tart? Please, please. I have looked for this recipe to no avail and I've no idea how to make one. Thank you. Well, yeah, I've never actually made a gypsy tart, but I have heard of it. So I had a wee look online, and yeah, it is a tart, and it's made with evaporated milk and muscovado sugar. So yeah, that looks like a fairly simple one, Jeannie. So certainly one I will have marked down for later use. So yeah, so thank you everybody who's chosen to watch and comment and like or dislike this week. It's very much appreciated, and like I do keep saying, but I appreciate every single one of you, and I just love this wee YouTube gig. So I'm going to love you and leave you. And so until I see you next time, guys, mind to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. And I'm just going to leave you now with a wee track from Goddesses of Bagpipes. It's called Shipping Up to Boston, and with a wee bit of Enter Sandman at the end. So yeah, bye for now, guys.